We are back in our shiny hunt every dark type Pokemon in Legends Arceus today. So we had a little bit of a bonus one that we found, which is why the total is going to go up right now. I was sort of toying with whether to include it or not, but I thought why not. So I was playing Pokemon Go. And it turns out that there is an event for dark type Pokemon, and this turned up. So we actually got the Murkrow from Go, which is pretty nice. So that's good. So that's taken another one off our list for this game. We are down to literally 3 potential Pokemon. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to do a lot of farming materials, mainly just the berries, because you can see we're down to 127. That's not a bad number, but we have a few areas to go and look at. So whenever we go to, we're going to be literally just resetting for 2 areas, which is going to be Mirelands and the Icelands. And when we're there, we're just going to go in, have a quick look, clear out any berries, or clear out the things we want, and then we'll do berries. I am not touching anything else. That's the sad thing with this. So even though this is an outbreak one, I'm not going to do them. There's nothing I can get in these outbreaks that's going to help. The only other thing we will be looking for is EVs, because we still sort of want the Umbreon. So it is going to be a little bit of a slower session today. That's the sad thing. There was a little part of me that was like, should I go and do a bit of an alpha tour? But the point is, we're not going to get anything we need if we keep doing searching. We need to be a lot more targeted, and that means this game may be put to bed if we get what we need. So that's the target for today. If that's the case, I'm looking at potentially doing DAs and just hunting the dark types after yesterday's ridiculous ending where we got the shiny Latios. It seems like you could do some good in that. That's kind of it. But otherwise, I'm not sure if I'm going to open them all up completely yet, or whether we're just going to play along with them. There's plenty we can do with that. So we finally get one of the outbreaks we need, which is up here. As I said, we're going to go for the Oshawott line, and then, if need be, if they're there, we're going for berries, and then we're coming back. We're not going to spend more time needed. Just on this map, I may have a little look at the Swidops, just on the way round, but I'm not going to go out my way to find them. And of course, we start with none of what we need, but we'll go and have a look at the berries, as we said. I might as well farm a few while we can, and we'll decide as we go whether this is worth it. I think it's going to be the best way to put this. You never know, we might find some shinies on the way round. We're still sort of doing a shiny living dex in this game, and we're also still looking at alphas. We've only had one in the last couple of weeks, and we haven't really spent too much time looking. I've only really spent time doing the research task, which is why my team's a bit unusual, shall we say. Yeah, so I haven't got my usual squad together because I don't really plan on doing any of the battling, if I'm honest. It's still got my Miss Magius, which is very strong. It's pretty much been doing all of the research tasks for me, so that's kind of been really helpful too. It's easily one of the best Pokemon to be doing any of the research tasks with, because it learns coverage. I know everyone will say Arceus, but Arceus is boring. I don't like using legendaries. But I've done all its research tasks, but especially if you need something with a rock move, Power Gem is your go-to, because it hits every time. Bit too far away on that one. Nothing will be getting evolved, so we're just going to be doing a bit of the basics here. Welcome in, boy from Belgium. How are you doing too? I am good. I was just saying, I got a Murkrow in Go, just randomly, because there's like that dark event on at the moment. So we are down to Spiritomb, Oshawott and Umbreon. Which is very good. I feel like we're in the right place. How has your shiny DAs? I don't know if you did any more after I left yesterday. I know you were doing a few. But I'm just doing a very, very little bit of berry farming when we go to the 2 locations that we need to go to. Because, well, we had 127 when we started, so it tells you just how much we've gained. I'm only going to go for my Spiritomb, my Oshawott, and berries. Nothing else. I will fly over a couple of things that could be used for my bingos, but otherwise no. I also need to learn when the ads are. We won't empty the box yet. Had to be a Quillfish, didn't it? I may also have a quick look at the unknowns, just for my living form decks. I might as well have a look to see if they're shiny. Which I know isn't what we said we're doing, but we're coming to a map. We might as well have a look at something relevant. This will work just for. Very nice. As I said, I haven't been on it for so long. I did see you were playing some more. You were trying different tracks, which is good. Have you got back into what level you were at before? Because I know you were talking about the return levels and getting used to it all again with the other guys. And is that like a Grand Prix or more of just a personal challenge where you just want to do them all and see how well you do? Because that would be amazing if you could put together all 48 in one go. Or maybe not all 48, if you could do that as a group thing. I'm not really sure if this is a good idea, but as we said, we're going for the living form deck, so on paper we do need all the unknowns, so why not look? And we've only ever had the W. It's very nice that the only shiny unknown we got is the W, but we'll carry on. I do feel like we may end up putting this game though. We can get this. If we get Spiritomb, there's a very good chance we won't come back to this game in this challenge. Yes, it's a good and bad thing at the same time, because, well, it'll be sad to not play this as part of the challenge, but it would be a bit of a waste of time to spend 2 or 3 hours going for the Oshawott. I know I said it's horrible to get in Scarlet and Violet, but it's there, it's doable, so I may just bite the bullet and do Oshawott in there, and then bring it in here to evolve. But I don't really have another way to do Spiritomb unless I breed, and I don't want to do breeding. But then it does mean I can open up a day for DAs, even if it's literally just hunting the dark stuff, not actually going for the wins, going for the paths, and see if that works. But then if we did unlock Guzzlord and Yveltal, that will help too. So that's the current missions for everything, I think. As we said, tomorrow we won't be doing any streaming unless plans get cancelled, which unlikely to happen, but you never know. That's why we're on today, because usually we take today off. We will be coming back on Sunday with Scarlet and Violet and hoping for some better luck. The only thing I may do tomorrow is, because I'm not due out till mid to late afternoon, is I may try and do an hour of Roaring Moon hunting. That's the only thing we might try, because, well, we know how annoying that one's been to get. But I have been playing this game a lot recently, and it's not so much that I'm bored of it, I'm actually enjoying doing all the tasks more than I ever have in the past. It's more that I kind of just want to try and finish the games, and if I want to do this challenge going forward, it would be quite good if I did max out as many as possible. But I'm finding I go on there and then like 4 hours later I've done like 3. It is a bit odd feeling because you feel like you haven't done much or achieved much. And my team at the moment is the ones we're working on, so Tokachick is nearly done. Walrein is very close. Licky Licky's going to take a while. And Groddle only just started. I always say I keep Miss Magius in the team because of the move sets, because it's good for defeating stuff. So like, this is our Walrein, so it's not too bad for moves, like 50 more blizzards and strong styles. I've been trying to do a bit of, I was aiming for the Crobat a lot in the Highlands because I needed to beat it with an ice move, so we've been doing a lot of battling Golbats, Zubats. Still needs to do psychic moves on them. Miss Magius comes in perfectly for that. This isn't going well though. And then I'm guessing with your practicing on the Mario Kart, eventually you'll be doing little tournaments with the Discord group that you're in, and maybe streams with them, etc. And then hopefully continue to build that little community. Oh, we got a shiny. We have a Carnivine, which I've probably had about 3 or 4 of them. Is this an alpha one or that's a normal one? You're going to stay in the ball. You're going to be annoying. You're going to be annoying, aren't you? Okay, well you can have this ball then. We saved these up for a reason. Okay, so we got a shiny today. It's one that probably could be a dark type if it ever got like additional stuff to it. And of course, when we're doing the unknown run, we get the Carnivine. You get to see one Carnivine, but you don't. There's only. Well, I probably have to talk to the professor, don't I? Okay, well, I'm happy we got one. It's not like a proper phase. As we also said, we're not too worried about the money in the game because we've done quite a lot. I've stored up on all the balls quite heavily. The only thing I need to do a bit more for is the sticky globs, but I think there's a pile of like 999 in the box. We'll have a quick look in a minute. I just want to move this somewhere safe. Number 92. We will put this into my shiny decks in here. Oh, we've already got one. So that's a nice little spare. I thought we had it. That can just sit in this little corner here, which is sort of those dupes. And we'll get rid of these then. They're either dupes or things I've just caught on the adventures, really. Yeah, I'm keeping most of those other boxes purely because I've been doing a lot of work with, as I said, completing the dexes. They're Pokemon that generally have the moves I need to use, and I've just not been very good at organising it properly. They're ones I know 100% are not maxed out, and that's what I'm focusing on. The things that are not maxed out will be sat there waiting to be used. Did I have a big... Oh, 200 odd sticky blobs. I'll actually take them with me. As you can see, we have another 100 gigaton. A bit weird why I've got them in there, but plenty of Ultra Balls and plenty of Jet Balls. So money's not going to be a problem for a while, and as we're not doing too much endless catching, we shouldn't run out, to say the least. I know I haven't really been updating the collage at the bottom. The main reason is there's just not much space. I was tempted to do a little bit up the side as well, just in the background behind all the text, but I'm not sure if it will look a bit too messy. And how is it that we don't get two in a row, hey? And we get one that's quite difficult. We'll do the fly round. We never know. We may get a shiny. And we always cheer those extra shinies. I really didn't actually know Lopunny could appear in this map. I only discovered this recently when I ran into an alpha without realising. And on the other bit of note, I decided to cash in my gold in the eShop. So I got myself the DLC for Shield 2. So what we might do is a bit of a run on Shield, maybe a Nuzlocke, maybe a catch them all playthrough. I'm not completely sure which one I want to commit to. But then I could just move everything in to get the shiny charm. I'm not that desperate to hunt all the trade ones down again. I know how annoying it was to do the Swirlix and Aromatisse things. So there are things we might not want to do. But I've mentioned we may do a mono-type Nuzlocke of some sort. And that sort of plays into what I've said. I'm really tempted to look at the Bronzor just because I need a steel type, but no. Must remain focused. If I don't focus, I will not get the things we need. Welcoming Kim. How are things? We actually caught one of our needed Pokemon in Go. So we are officially down to just 3 in this game that we can get, or need to get. And they're only appearing in these type of mass outbreaks. So we're kind of in a bit of an awkward stage where we're going to do a lot of map resetting only. But I thought we'll go and look at unknown. Why not? There are 28 unknowns because the alphabet has 28 letters in. But because I'm doing a form dex, I need all 27 more of them. So I thought, why not? We caught a Carnivine on the way here already. So, as you know, we caught the unknown W. This time we're going to get the unknown nothing. Because that takes, what, 20 seconds to get there and reset it. It's not much more time. But we've had 2 outbreaks in the Icelands. I'm also doing a tiny bit of berry farming. Like, if I really put my head down, I could do a lot more with the berry farming and the research tasks, because when there are outbreaks, I could target things I need to defeat with certain moves. Oh, I'm okay. I'm just looking forward to a day out tomorrow. What's caused the confusion, happy, sad, or is it just the normal sort of things catching up? Spiritomb, where are you? You're not here. But we have 3 berry farms, so let's do them. We'll go and get some teddy bears. Dun, dun, dun. We actually caught one of these shiny the other day when I was doing my research tasks. This is we actually caught this, and then our alpha Badoo. It's very nice. They're escaping. They're not being nice teddy bears. We need nicer teddy bears. We got a shiny one as well. That's a shiny teddy bear. Another shiny. That is good. Yeah, they always target the ones with 1 or 2 views, that's the thing. Well, hopefully things can sort out. You never know what happens. It's always a little bit complicated at the beginning. If they're people that are in your life generally, you see them more often. If they're not, you'll know. But at the moment, our shiny luck is going relatively well, but just not for the things we want. These are the devil incarnated. So much so that I may just do this and fight them all, because they are so annoying. I know I need to do air slashes anyway, so might as well do some. I didn't really want to spend time researching, but I will get berries if I beat them or catch them. So that's my aim, and that's where we're going to go. We all have to remember to put our little teddy bear away. Oh. That one could actually go and become my Ursaluna if I put a bit of work into it. I don't know if it's a full moon. I'll worry about all of that later. Okay, more of you. Devil spawns. When this game first came out, the first thing everybody said they hated was Paris. Because they see you from a mile away, they poison you, they paralyse you, they're just pests. Pure pests. So, we all hate them with a passion. You're going for the shiny noise. It's going very delayed. If it was a Paris, I probably would just leave it here. If I'm honest. The best trick is to get me when I'm actually flying. It feels like there's a little bit too long of a delay, to be honest. Where's the last little bugger. It's in the swamp. Okay. It's the invisible one. But as I put a timer on it, you'll have to wait another 5 minutes. But there is another one here somewhere. Why are they so annoying? I haven't set it up so you can't fool me. It's just when I'm in a battle, I have more time to look at the chat. When I'm doing this, this is when I'll be looking at where I'm going. So now we've got Sliggers. These things be rolling. And there's an alpha one. Oh, that's not just an alpha, that's a Gudra. That's going to be annoying to try and beat. Do you run away? They don't run away, they just sort of roll. It's okay. Yeah, that's what the alphas do. They're meant to increase the size to be a bigger threat. Which is why alpha shinies are sort of like the prized possession of a shiny hunter. They're also worth a little bit more money when you try to cash in on them. So when you go back to the professor, if you catch alphas, you get money, basically. Very good. So, we know there is another one there, but we're not that bothered. This will go back to, if I hit 200, I may even stop the berry farming too, because how did I seem to go? No, we're doing pretty well. We had 127 at the start, didn't we? And now we're 160. We've already caught a few there. And we've got a shiny teddy. So you kind of want berries to be very easy to catch, but not runners. What did I do to this? Oh, catch it. I only caught 3. Futurama is always a good catch-up. I have, I believe, the original series / the 4 movies they did in a box set. But then they just kept bringing it back, and I haven't seen the last few series because it's buried in Disney somewhere. I liked how they ended it the second time with the time loop type of storyline. So our little teddy can go here too. I probably can catch an alpha Gudra if I need to do the moves, so I won't worry too much about that one, as we've had the alpha Gumi. But as I said, Futurama was just brilliant for the time. It probably has 2 of the saddest episodes of any animated show you'll ever see. And it's worth every minute of it. Back to our unknowns then. Well, the obvious one is Jurassic Bark, and the other one is Luck of the Friarish. Have you not seen those 2 episodes? I'll be shocked if you haven't. AWH. I don't know. I keep having to look up what all the slang terms mean. I would have had them, but as I said, they get dumped on Disney, so I haven't ever caught up. I'd been like, because I've made errors in the past where I've bought box sets and then the new series comes out and then suddenly you've got a box set that's got more to come. So I waited till it had finished and then it didn't finish and carried on going. I had all the movies like separate. I had like series 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then suddenly it got bought back, so that box set became a bit irrelevant. So I'm trying to only ever buy I haven't bought them any box sets in a long time because TV's not the same as it once was. But like for example, I've got the Lost box set. Fair enough. But I've got the Lost box set, then I bought the 24 box set, and then the Heroes one, and then suddenly Heroes and 24 did another series. But in the past I bought like the Walking Dead 1 to 6, and then next year, where am I going to put like 7 and stuff like that? So that was sort of my problem. I kept buying them and something else came out. Because I am somebody who supports physical media more than most. But even myself this year has spent, even if I have a DVD, I tend to see if it's on one of the streaming services to watch nowadays, just because it's, well, it's not as bad, but I've got a very basic Blu-ray player. And sometimes it plays up, so I just go with what's there. If it's on there, I'll watch it on there. If it's not, then I'll put the DVD or Blu-ray in. We have an Oshawott at last. And we got a Duwat. And it's a star Duwat. So we got 3 potential here. That was an alpha. I didn't even realise that was an alpha. It's an angry alpha too. We'll look above. Anything down there. We know we've got to start doing our dodges and dives for this thing because they're annoying. Of course I missed the first throw and the second throw. We'll go for you, and for you, and for you, and you. I'll dodge for that one. Oh, you're angry too. Oh, there's an alpha Duwat. That's not what I wanted to see. And you're after me too. I'm definitely using too many sticky globs. You'll get good at this timing eventually. I literally looked at the chat as that went off. The other problem was it was right at the end of the outbreak, so nothing else would spawn. So when I saw the blurb thing, literally it went off literally the second it turned up. It's not so bad when I'm dealing with the aggressive ones because they're not going to go anywhere. It's when, like, to say this was a shiny thing I wanted, it runs away, and then but I don't want that one. They're the ones that will really be annoying. Like, this is going to be a horrible one. Like, we already know these little buggers are a pain. As soon as you get one, they all just turn and start attacking you. See? And then, oh, we managed to get one. Okay, is there one down here still escaped? Or am I safe down here? Okay, that's the next one. No, I don't mind these doing this because one at a time, they're easy to deal with. Can you throw one at... Let's just catch that one then. This would go for a jog. Okay, this one. Let's try and isolate them a bit more, and then worry about the rest. Fly away for a minute. Let's heal up. Don't go too far because there is an alpha down there. And we can land. Oh, we managed to snag one. And two. And this little one wants to come for a fight. Nope. Come on. Do what? Okay, so you are going to do a little bit of a jog. But you're not going to be angry. You're not an angry one. You might be now, but... Well, at least it makes you want to watch Disney and eat pizza. I want to go into this grass for the next bit. Okay, only Samarots. Not terrible. At least they're not as annoying as the other things. How many are here? Yep, that was going to always get me. How many are here? It's only... Oh, there is 4, so there is a chance for a shiny still. I'm not liking that. God. No, fly away. Hello, welcome in. How are you today? We are trying to catch all the dark type Pokemon in this game. We are down to just needing 3 for this game. Then we'll have to focus more on Sword and Shield. And a bit of Violet and Scarlet. We need the Samurott, the Spiritomb, Umbreon, which we can get elsewhere, we know, but it would be nice to actually get an Eevee in here, if we're honest. It's eluded us for a long time. Okay, nothing else is going to spawn. We can run away. I decided that I prefer to do little challenges each month to see whether we can complete them. Like, we're not going to get upset if we don't get all 71 available dark types for me. but then next month we may do one of the others, but we want to probably keep the ones that aren't on the Switch away. I do have the Charm and Spiritomb, and the whole Oshawott line are perfected in the Pokédex. Eevee is also perfected, but you don't see many Eevee outbreaks. So far, just in this game, we've got... And we need to go and delete stuff anyway, so let's see what we've got. I know my Overquill is actually in my Violet save because it's easier to evolve in Violet than it is in this game. You still collecting them all, Kim? Yeah, so I did Oshawott and that line ages ago because I was perfecting. So in this game we've now got our Drapion, Stunky and Stunkass, Stuntank. We got 2 Quillfish, which I said one is in Violet. The Hunchcrow was wild, and I put Gyarados because the Mega Gyarados is dark type, so why not add something easy? And I actually got this in Go yesterday, so that was a good addition. I wasn't planning on using Go, but because there's like a dark event on, why not just add a few? If we catch them in this month, they'll get added to the games. The ones I want I haven't had, like I've been looking for Nickit especially, but Sword and Shield has been pretty bad, like no shiny dark types. But randomly I did a DA yesterday before I finished, just for fun, and I got the shiny Latios, which was a bit crazy. Scarlet and Violet's been okay. I mainly have to do Scarlet for Roaring Moon. Violet is my main save. That's the commitment. I have not got that far into my shiny hunting. Look, I joke that I set up the Arceus save in BDSP, and I've done one reset on it. I never really did many shiny hunting on the handheld games. Sort of stepped away from the franchise through most of the... pretty much after Gen 3 got released, right through to Sword and Shield and lockdowns and stuff. Sort of opened the door to playing them more. Hello Wolfie, how are you today? Hopefully there was some sleep involved. You missed our shiny teddy bear. We are back to the otter hunting. I am good, thank you. We're just back here doing this today. Not sure how long for, because it is the slow part of this challenge now. We had a few for this one, but not enough to really get very far. We do have some berries, so we'll do our berries. Thank you for the follow, and hopefully you can enjoy our adventures. And the sound alert really is not working very well, is it? Yeah, so I said I'd do some berry farming because when I'm doing the challenge, I kind of want to do a bit like away from when we're here. We got a shiny here as well. Come here, Bidoof. That's actually something I need for bingo too. Everything's coming up. Today we are down to only the 2 on our bingo game. So that's good. So let's get going. We'll get our berries. We got our new shiny friend. That's good. We got, that's about my 4th or 5th Bidoof, in honesty, in all my time on this game. I'm not even going to do the Haunters, I can't be bothered. But that helps, as I say, because I do like this bingo competition. I've got 3 things left to do, and one was like a Pokemon associated with a member of the group. One is a Steel type, and one is a shiny pig. So I've actually got relatively easy ones to do. I can't actually remember. I always forget what the odds are. It also depends what you're doing. As such, like the massive mass outbreak, like we just did, is the best odds you can get with the best. Let's have a quick look. So, with the what was the question? Shiny odds with the shiny charm. So with the base shiny charm, it is. So you need to get to level 10 to get the shiny charm anyway. So that's 1 in 2048. If you perfect the dexes, it's 1 in 1024. No, it is. No, let's get this right. The research level 10 and shiny charm is 1 in 800. Perfect dex is 585. The mass outbreaks will become 216 or 241. That's the massive mass outbreaks, and the mass outbreaks is 1 in 137 or 128. So very low. Very good odds. I think that's why a lot of people like shiny hunting in this game. Try to get your Psyduck back. Now I haven't got the complete perfected Pokedexes. Like, I believe I've done about 70, so we're not in the best of the best odds, but some of them are so long what you've got to do. That's why we haven't done them, or I've got the shinies and there's no point doing them. Except for when I do these other challenges again in the future. We could get our Spiritomb then. Are you planning on going on today, Kim, or not? But even if you don't have the best of the best odds, just flying around gets you a lot of shinies in these games. One of our previous challenges was like 31 hours in the game. Nothing else. We literally just flew around an hour on each map as such, resetting the maps if we saw everything, but it worked out quite nicely. I think in those 31 hours we got something like 58 shinies or something similar to that. And we missed a couple as well, which wasn't fun. Where am I? Why am I so confused? Oh, it's in the cave. It's in with the unknowns. I'm not 100% when it got included, to be honest. Now, as I said, I've played the Gen 6 and 7 games now, but not enough to get close to a shiny charm. Don't really have anything good against these, but so I've only ever had it in Gen 8, 9 and this game. I don't think it matters in BDSP, so I don't have it in BDSP either. Well, hopefully you'll be okay soon, Wolfie. We're all there to support each other, right? That's the key factor of the communities. So one time I don't bring my Infernape is the time when I need something to do with fire types. Actually, this might not be terrible. We're just going to keep doing these Giga Impacts. I need to get some done anyway. Might take a bit longer. We need to either catch them or knock them out. We may as well do some moves while we're here. I believe Groddle needs to do Bite. So that isn't terrible. But I might run away and just hit them. Hit the globs and catch them, it might be easier. Definitely going to be easier. Now, sticky globs. And this is the other good thing, is you don't really need to battle them, so you won't ever knock something out when you're hunting. Which we all know is the problem in the older games. Once you're in the battle, you're stuck in the battle. We are also using Sword and Shield, but as we said, the odds are atrocious in that game. In all our time on there, we have got 3 static or random encounters, 1 Reggie, but we got quite a lot in the Dynamax Adventures over the years. As I say, we got Latios yesterday just randomly. That's only the second legendary I've ever got from a DA. So the other one being Rayquaza. So hopefully we can get more in the future. I would love to set up Yveltal or Guzzlord as well in the future, so I can hunt them for this challenge especially. If I don't get them by the time I'm near the end of the challenge, there's not much point. That's the other reason why we got ourselves Shield, so we could do a game, get the shiny charm in that too. So then we have Sword and Shield, we can do Dynamax Adventures in. Should be good. I haven't done much. I've literally set it up to get the second lot of DLC today. Like, I've had the game for ages, but never the DLC in it. So as we said, our challenge is this. We are still only on 25. We are not going in the right direction. We're going to have a... no. I know I said I want still, but we're not doing it. I know I've got the odds. I've seen so many. It's just one of those where the newer the game, that the easier the odds seem to be nowadays. They kind of want people to shiny hunt, but they also don't. They either want you to be a competitive battler or a shiny hunter, seemingly, because once you complete the Pokédex, there is very little to do in the games anymore. Unless you are going to be competitively fighting in it. And they've even made it easier to get the items in the newer games. Overworld shinies is a big plus, as long as they're not all of the bad ones, like Tandemaus. And we did end up getting 2 Tandemaus in one outbreak, but we need one more because I want to do a living shiny form dex, which are a lot harder to do. But we know what we're doing. We're having fun. We're getting there slowly. I don't want to speed run it. That's why we're checking unknowns, because we are going to need the other 27. As we said, we're looking to just tick off Spiritomb as soon as possible. In the past, I got one like the first like moment these got released was one of the first shinies I got. But ever since then, I don't think I've ever seen another Spiritomb shiny. But I tend to avoid them anyway, because if you don't need it, you don't need to go near a Spirit. But because of this challenge, we did catch one in one of our previous spells on this game, and then I worked on perfecting the deck. So I'm hoping we got that good odds when we get to it. I know you can do the permutations, but I don't like that much. Where you sort of battle one, catch one, or you battle one and then catch the rest, and then the next time you battle the first two, then catch the rest, and it's not that fun to watch. I probably won't ever do it myself. But that's my decision, right? That's the good thing about shiny hunting. You can do it how you enjoy it. You don't have to do it like everybody else. We now have an Oshawott outbreak. Hopefully there's some good stuff here. Or is it going to be an Oshawott, or are you going to completely annoy me again? Come on, Munchlax, enjoy your berries. Ooh, there is a Duot, and that is it. There's also a Snorunt. I think if I put some like proper focus, I could probably finish the bingo today. Like, the amount of shiny Bronzor I've run into over the years. And like, Swinub is pretty common, isn't it, on this map? I'm pretty sure I've completed the Swinub Pillow-Swine, but not the others. Oh no, not me. You're going to be angry. Okay, calm down, sir. Calm down. You can stay there. Yeah, here is our Duots. We have had a shiny Duot in the past. Well, we managed to catch, or almost catch 4 without them getting angry at me. Nope, okay, you're going that way, you're going that way. Good strategic movement. And I can hide behind a tree. Let's regroup, see where they are. Yes, they curve all, don't they? No, stop running, you silly little otter. Nothing there, sadly. We're going to have a little look at the Snowrunts for the berries. What are we up to? We didn't gain many on the last one, I don't think. It's not going to be an easy one, because it's got no hiding places, but it is what it is really, isn't it? We're going to try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it does not. I've also pointed out today's not going to be a long session. It's designed purely to have a little go at this today. The sad thing is I kind of want to play this game more, but for this challenge it's not worth it. That was a very good shot. I now have aim assist on. Okay, that was the only berry one. No, we're going to actually fly back via this way, go past our pigs. Let's see, do we get the shiny pig? We're only going because there's a few, but never mind. Not the end of the world. Not bothered about trees though. I know I want all the Burmese and everything, but if it's not there, we're not going to worry. That's the best way I will put it. Let's go back and clear out the box properly. I can't actually believe that we've been on here for an hour. That's sort of flown by today. As I said, it's going to be a shorter session because of I was literally just well, it's usually my day off, but because things have sort of worked out that tomorrow is busy and today is free, we decided to put them all together, which should be fun, right? And it's working. We've got some shinies. Not as many as we would have, but we'll get there slowly and surely. I'm starting to think that the do-watch dropped the spoiled berries, which is quite good. Therefore my sticky globs. You want to give me Oshawott? The amount we've seen, we should have seen a shiny by now. Like, you get 8 per outbreak, and this must be getting close to 200 to 300 odds, I think we've seen. I don't know, because we were doing a lot of map touring for the Skorupi to start with. Licky Tongue is not difficult to get berries, is it? No, we'll leave this one completely. I've got to make some decisions that I don't want to do to save myself some time. We can't shiny hunt when there's nothing we need. Let's try this again with Oshawotts, please. If I've got to go out into the map, I'll do berry hunting, but probably not going to go there. Otherwise, it seems a bit of a waste. Nothing again, and not even a berry. Okay. Try this again. Sadly, this is the slow stage of the game. Okay, we'll do our unknown run and zip zap. See, what I've been doing is I've sort of got my team of people I've got to do, or the Pokemon I've got to do the moves with, and I do a little run into the map and just go through it and then see what I need to do. So that's why I keep the scatterbangs on me to do those little tasks. I try to have move coverage as well, but I've made a few errors with my team selection at the moment, where I don't happen to have a fighting move, because I'd done the Glade and Machamp together, which was a bit silly. But let's go and have a look at Oshawott, hopefully. So, can we have some, please? Or are we going to just continue to get, like, the odd shinies, like, not needed shinies for a while? There is one Oshawott, and only one. And we've got 2 of the more annoying ones. But it also takes us past the pigs, which is good. That Teresa got very angry very quickly then. Let's see. All Oshawott to start with. That's not terrible. The good thing is though, if they're all angry, they won't run away. Like, the biggest fear for a shiny hunter is one that runs away. It's happened to me before. It'll probably happen again. So I've got to be a bit more cautious. No second outbreak. Oh, I wish I could fly up there. As in, properly fly, not glide uselessly. Oh, let's see. We got 150. You know what, because they're all awkward areas, we're going to leave them. Now, I know the Venereal are just going to scatter. It's not worth the hassle, shall we say, of a Venereal. It'll be quite interesting to see how many Oshawotts we've caught over the years as well, because I feel like the number could be quite scary. Yet another roll at this one, which is nice. It would be fun to get this one 100%, but it would leave me spirited, which means I have to come back. And what I might end up doing is just playing the game while recording it. That was a bad one. So the thing is, I would like to just only get all the shinies while on a stream. So I think that's what makes this challenge more interactive, instead of it being what I do in my free time. I'm going to look at this one because I think it'll be by one of the camps. It'll be by one of them. I should have looked at the map, shouldn't I? Yeah. I don't know why I never go to that camp first, but for some reason we did. So it's going to be literally a run along this. It'll be worth it if we get the steel type, because that's something then we'll never need to look for again. Otherwise we'll probably do Bishop on Sunday. That'll be the target, because it fits my dark ones I need, and it fits my bingo target. I believe it's up here. Or is it in the corner here? Must be in the corner here. No? Where have I gone past this? It's this corner here. Well, they weren't shiny. Yeah, we're not going to actually do yet. We'll just do a little peek. No harm in that. Where am I? I always go to the wrong one, don't I? I forgot that I could have got like the Gudra in this game for steel types. But, back to our unknowns if we went to the right area. There is nothing that'll be between where I need to go and what could be helpful. There we go. Back to our unknowns. Shiny side up. Nope. And an unknown. What letter today? An alpha. Another shiny. That's okay. We'll come back. Do a weird little twirl and run back here. I like how you can just go, nah, go back to the village, mate. If you haven't caught anything. Ooh, back to the Oshawots there. I'm having a lot in this area today, which is good. Very good. Not unless, well, I'll actually have a little quick look at how many Oshawots we've battled. Or caught. So we have caught 109, 132, 37. Probably one Evo in there somewhere. And that doesn't include the ones we've battled and defeated. We sometimes leave a few behind, don't we? Oh, so we have a swiner berry, which is not terrible. So we'll try the swiner berries first. Because as we said, we are looking for a shiny pig. And I believe it is pretty much just into the path of the next circle. Which is okay. We have a little few things to look at. It should be just here. And no shinies to start with. An angry one. Okay, I don't quite get how that's not working, but I never quite get how these balls work. Sometimes they're perfect, sometimes they just go nope. These two sabotaged each other, that was quite funny. Don't need to catch any, that's for a fact. So as we said, we've finished the dex entries. We'll fly up and look at this one. What are we on? 140. Like I said, I'll probably do a lot more berry farming when I'm doing my leveling up stuff or Pokédex completions. And as I said, my favourite Pokemon to keep on the team at the moment is actually the Mismagius. It is ridiculous how good it is for having move coverage. That's the most difficult thing, is the defeating of certain moves. I know you can like set up certain Pokemon to be more helpful, but yeah. Nope, nope, nope. We don't want that. We want the thing that's seen me. Oh, they've all seen me. Okay, we'll leave it. Never mind. Let's keep going then. We'll head back. Well, I think we caught 5, so we should have got our berries back for the most part. As you can see, we've made about 40 grand while playing today, and we've not sold anything, and it doesn't include all the grit we'll sell. So yeah, we're doing pretty well for the money in the game too. Oh look, there is a Pikachu outbreak. Nah. I probably need to get more of the Pikachus, to be honest, but when we had the outbreaks in Scarlet and Violet, I got a load back then. But never mind, let's head back. We will fly back. But I said this was probably a shorter session today, so depending on how things go on the maps, we may be calling it a lot earlier than normal. Just so I give myself more time in this game, to be honest. Like, we've got our Bidoof, which has helped. We could do a little bit of bingo chasing, I guess, but let's see, do we get this Spiritomb this time? The thing is, I'm always getting to the stage where I need to look here every time, regardless of what we're hunting. Like, just to get the Spiritomb things, and even if I save to start on here, it's a bit frustrating. It's annoying. But I think like today's the day where we're not going to do too much. As we said, we didn't have too much time, but we wanted to do a little bit. So we will probably save up for today. And we'll be back in a couple of days on Violet, where we'll be searching for probably some bronze ore or something like that.